got done coughing. Oh, fuck. There we go. Sorry about that. Welcome back to another video. I did make a post saying I would probably be taking a break from like streaming and doing videos for a second because of some health reasons. But it seems to only affect me a little bit. Like, again, I don't want to go into detail because it's a bit... It's one of those things where it's hard to go too much into detail on it without it sounding like almost too much information would be my word for it. Oh, there she is. There's the new Bob-on Sith. Okay. And another summon. I'm just hoping to get in on Romania. Nope. No on Romania for me. We are still doing a bit of farming. Just a little bit of farming. There's 1 day left until this resets. And I'm honestly not going to buy these for now. So I can use these to get the rest of the shit. I've already got all the leaves of evocation from this event. Ever since this event, like this, came out, the evocation, or the what do they call it? Leaves, yeah, leaves of evocation shop. Every event has like almost 600 leaves, I believe, that you can get. It's got leaves of evocation that you can get from it, and it's a good deal because the shit you'll spend the most on is always going to be the in the evocation shop is going to be servant coins. Those things are, you're spending over 1,000 leaves. I think it's like 1,250. I did a little bit of grinding, not too much. Because I still just want to I do want to get everything in this, really. Because again, it would help me out. Although there's no longer really any like upgrade materials out of it, or like upgrade the embers. That's the word. There's no real embers out of this anymore. I think this is the one I use. Yeah. Because it gives me +2 to beams. Sorry about that. There's something outside my window. Hold on. gone. I had to check what that was. I still need to write that, the one thing I was talking about, because I had this idea. For most people who don't know, I'm kind of a writer outside of, like, being a PNG YouTuber. I believe that's advertised on my Twitter. I'm pretty sure I have that, like, advertised on my Twitter. Is that I am a writer outside of doing this. But honestly, it's one of those things. Let me turn this game down. Because I'm pretty sure it's loud as fuck. But yeah, no, it's, I'm a writer, and I've been thinking about doing this one, like a writing project. I had an idea for it. And it would be kind of like horror adjacent. It'd be like something you would read on, like, r/NoSleep. Honestly. But it would be based on my actual, like, experiences with stuff. Because I was a night guard for 3 years. I know that's not a long time, but I was a private security officer for a nighttime shift for 3 years. And I experienced a lot of weird stuff. And so that might be, I feel like that'll be kind of interesting to try to spin into a narrative. In a similar way that, like, what's that one? The park ranger, the thing that's got the story about the stairs in the woods. That's on r/NoSleep. I feel like it would be similar in kind of like to that, but this one's genuinely true. Like, of course, I will be, I would be, like, exaggerating some of this stuff, but I experienced a lot of weird things out there. At different sites, different places. It'd be almost like a biography of, like, my experience as a security officer. And again, I was a private security officer, not like a mall cop. Private security officers are much more like, you're basically owned by a business, whatever that business says you do. But I was thinking about spinning it further into, like, a story. I don't want to get too much into it, because I'd want it to be kind of like something that people would read and enjoy. Because I do enjoy writing, honestly. I enjoy writing. I just sometimes forget, like, motivation. Or rather, I just lack some motivation sometimes to do it. Then I just have these after that. Which it would be good to buy this kind of stuff, really. even though I have a lot of them, it'd be good to have more because you need a lot of materials. I've finished all of the missions. I forgot that. But we're just gonna spend my AP. That's all we're gonna do is just spin my AP. Oh, and I have some ascensions I can do. Which is always great. Because this means after the event, I can actually level these units up. Or rank them up, rather. The Hearts of the Foreign God? Why do you require those at fucking second stage ascension? But I am just trying to, like, get a lot of stuff up so I can not have to worry quite as much about, like, getting things to Final Ascension and max level. And then start focusing on actually, like, doing the skills, because that's something I haven't focused on much. Is leveling up skills. A lot of times I don't do the single stuff with the low-level embers. Because they kind of, like, waste money at that point, in my opinion. Because even if you get double, it's like, it's not going to be a noticeable difference. Oh, I'm in that foe as well. So you can see how I do things towards, like, foes. Because it's a good idea to keep track of your welfare units. It's pretty simple to know which ones they are. We'll put that on you. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm not trying to make this a longer video. But I did have to, I thought, well, I ran out of backlog videos. So this one is getting uploaded on the same day that it's being recorded. Honestly. And again, I'm thinking of uploading some of my clips, like the clips from my streams, as shorts. I'm thinking about it. But I'm a little lazy. And I don't like shorts a lot. But I feel like that might help get a little bit into the algorithm. Get people more attracted to my channel, I would say. Just because shorts have become rather prevalent on YouTube. Like, everybody sees that you're, like, advertised shorts and shit. Not everybody watches them. But I feel like it's a little bit important nowadays to use those in the content creator landscape. I'm drinking straight water right now, by the way. Which I need it. I need the water right now rather than anything else. Normally I might drink a soda. But I'm trying to flush some stuff out of my system that might be what's making me feel a certain way. And that's with my health issues, really. Again, this is why I don't have a normal job right now. I just have a lot of health issues that keep me from holding down a normal job. Because I've tried. The last job I worked was at a Lowe's. And I was very good. I was a very good Lowe's employee. But my only problem was I had missed too many days due to some health issues I was having near the end. I worked there for a good while. And again, not that I was like a bad employee ever. Many people at the Lowe's I worked at were very happy when I would help them because I was the only person or one of the only people who would literally go out of their way to see if anybody needed help in my section, because I was also one of the only people actually experienced in electrical work. That worked there, and that's the section I was in, but they also put me in plumbing. It was plumbing and electrical, which I had never done any plumbing, but I started to learn as I talked with more people who actually did plumbing, figuring out what specifically from the people who would come to the store, what was the best stuff to actually, like, what plumbers actually use. Not just like, oh, hey, I don't know how to do this, but the plumbers who knew what they were looking for already and came in and were just needing help finding where it was located at in the store. But either way, I've held down quite a few jobs for a long time. But as I'm getting older, my body is saying, hey, you probably shouldn't be working at all. And I'm inclined to kind of agree. Well, I don't have any. I should probably focus on Lancers that I can actually do something with. Because, like, Bradamante is good, but I only have one Bradamante. Only have one of her. I don't have... There's no Lancer welfare. I don't have a Lancer welfare. That's weird. I guess I'll throw it at him because he does have in P5. But yeah, no, it's like that's kind of why I'm doing this whole YouTube stuff now, or trying to get more into doing it. I should probably also do more writing. Uh, but sometimes it is hard to get motivation for that. Um, but it's because of my health issues that I've decided to focus a lot more on this kind of stuff. I really wish I could do something different. Like, I really wish I could actually, you know, do normal work, because I love physical work. Like, sitting in front of a... Because when I was a night guard, a lot of times when there wasn't something interesting going on, I was just sitting there for 8... No, it was 12 hours. Not even 8 hours. It was 12 hours of just sitting there in one spot. Aside from, like, the rounds that I would have to do every couple hours. But yeah, no, it's like... It's one of those things where it's hard to... With those types of jobs, where you're just sitting there doing nothing, it's not quite physically taxing at all. They're very easy jobs. That's what I would say. They're, like, easy physically. Mentally, they're much more draining. That's the difference in, like, I would say, like, YouTube and stuff versus, because I've heard that a lot. It's that, oh yeah, YouTube is very hard. And I can believe it, because being a night guard for 3 years, sitting for 12 hours a day, was extremely mentally exhausting. Like, mentally, I had checked out a lot of times. And I was just not... It was just not nice mentally, because then you're just stuck alone with all of your thoughts. So if you have any kind of, like, negative thought trends at any point, you're stuck with those for 12 hours alone. But yeah, no, it's... My health issues have progressed further as I got older. And now, I'm kind of in a point where it's like, oh, my body doesn't want me to do a lot of things anymore. Just genuinely. Ooh, excuse me. But that should be... Yeah, that's enough for now. I just wanted to do a smaller video today. I did put a post that said, oh, hey, sorry everyone, I might be taking a break from streaming and putting videos up due to my health. But it doesn't seem to affect me that bad. Because, like, I woke up yesterday, there's a lot of blood, but today, I woke up and I'm feeling fine. Uh, I have pictures of just, like, blood from myself, which never feels very good. It never feels very good to see your essence escaping you, basically. Uh, but I'm trying not to go into too much detail. It's just a lot of blood. That would probably be the amount of detail that you're gonna get. Just because it's too much information if I go into much else. It would be like a TMI type of thing. Okay. We are getting another evocation festival. I think the next one comes out with Mecha Ellie. We're getting it later this year. Which, I mean, there's not much longer of this year left. Really? I think next month is my birth month. What is today? August. Yeah. Next month is my birth month. I was born in August. But yeah. That's really all I'm gonna do for today. I just wanted to do a little bit of my grinding on a video, so I had a video available. But thank you all so much for watching. I always do appreciate people who come watch my videos. If you want to interact with me live, I do have my schedule on Twitch. It's set to tell you what time I stream. If you go to my schedule, it shows you around about the time I start my streams on your time. For me, it would be 8 a.m. I try to start around there. But if you want, you can go there and interact with me live. Currently, we're playing Skyrim. I do try to stick with one game at a time. So it's Skyrim, then I'm going to be finishing Legend of Dragoon. Honestly, I might stream the Severed Chains version, but I think I'm gonna stick with my standard version. Severed Chains is a project for Legend of Dragoon, but we're not gonna get into that right now. But if you want to support me, you can go to my Twitch, and there's a tip button in my About section where you can tip like $1. If you don't want to help me out that way, you can always go to my Throne instead if you want to directly help me try to get things that will improve my stream and YouTube making. If you want to help with that, my Throne Twitch is twitch.tv/Tategami Plays. I should say that first. My Throne is throne.com/SilverTategami. On there, I have a crowdfunding link for a PC. It would be another laptop. However, it is a very expensive laptop that comes with a lot of things to help with it's a very streamer focused laptop. It's built for streaming and streaming games specifically. as well as a crowdfunding project for getting my model rigging. That's also on there. If you want updates on like my status and when I'm going live, I do have a Twitter, x.com/silverrider7, where you can get updates on when I am going live. Because my videos always go up at 8 p.m. every day, my time. And I'm trying to do at least one a day. Which would also be like my streams. My streams are once every weekday, and then my videos are once a day at 8. But, needless to say, my Twitter, x.com/silverrider7, that is where you can get updates on when I'm streaming, as well as if I put up a writing project. If I publish it, I will put a link to my website with that story, which you can check out on my Twitter. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.